How are you surviving?
So what we do is that a bank which has a legal standing, a bank which has been able to position itself in such a way that we've been recently ranked 7th among the top 100 MFIs of the world, which is a huge honor because no other MFI in Pakistan reached the top 25 list. So, so those factors make it easy for us to kind of have access to market resources. We're able to generate deposits. People come and place deposits with us, and the greater, the amount of deposits that we have, the greater outreach we can have because we use the deposits to fund our loan book.
Okay, now what I need to ask you, simplify. I need a loan from you. What is the maximum loan you give out?
Okay.
Or what is the minimum loan, or how do you assess how much I need or how deserving I am, and what is the process?
Okay. The process is very simple. The bank does not take any collateral while giving a loan. What you need to do is that our lending methodology is group-based.
Okay.
So all our loans are given in forms of groups. Now that is the social collateral that we take from people. Everybody within that group vouches for the other person.
Collateral is like insurance, right? Like
collateral is कि आपने कुछ गिरवी नहीं रखना अपना पैसा या जेवर या कुछ भी. You don't have to give us any physical collateral, but you have to vouch for each member within that group. Now that is not the only objective. The objective is to kind of build solidarity between the groups so that a lot of community-based projects can be, pushed forward if the community works together. I think the first time that we went out in Sindh and we were able to give loans in groups, what people, for the first time, what they could do was that they could buy agricultural inputs on cash. They were not, being exploited by farmers or, other landowners. And they were then able to sell their products to whoever they wanted to, and they were able to collectively bargain and negotiate a price.
That's amazing.
So you see, the whole idea of group solidarity is to kind of bring them into power to be able to, you have to understand that it's a huge process. Poverty is a multi-generational issue, and it takes a long while to bring about a positive change in anybody's life. And the poor have needs that evolve over time. So if you have looked at the income generation bit, then they have to look at the savings aspect. They have to see how they can provide for the education of their kids, how they can build a better house for themselves. So the requirements obviously change. The needs are evolving, and it never ends with just one loan.
Have the returns been good? Do they actually give it back?
They always give it back.
That's
it is remarkable. I think the poor have a better, payback history as compared to us, I think. And we've been able to maintain the quality of our portfolio. It's the NPL has been less than 2%. It's been 7 years since we've been operating. For the poor, it's all also about the social pressure. They also feel कि जी इज्जत की भी बात है.
Very ethical as well, obviously.
Very ethical, of course.
So obviously defaulting is just for the rich in this country, is that it? Basically, that's what I'm taking away from this country. If you have millions and billions, default and run.
And I think the genuine borrowers understand that this is one way that they can, actually bring about an improvement in their household, in their lives, in the quality of their lives. And if they were to default on one loan, that's where it ends for them.
That's true.
So I think they are quite intelligent enough to understand this bit, and it also the onus lies on the institution that you have to kind of do your homework to assess who a genuine borrower is and whether the person who's coming to you is actually in need of the finances.
What's your reach? Like, how do you actually get to the right people? Like, how do you bypass the feudals and the landowners and actually, how do they approach you? How do they know about you?
What has happened, I think, in the last few years is that the bank has grown exponentially. What we have done